Hey everyone, welcome back to YouTube Mommy Meetup. We're here in another live hangout. My name is Dana Ryan. I am Miss Diaper D from the Diaper Dirt channel, and I am here with my Everytime hosts, Amy and Diana. So Amy, you want to introduce yourself first? She is from Dreamflight 6000. Say hi.
Hello.
And then also we have Diana here from Being Mommy with Style. You want to say hi?
Hi everyone.
And then we have two guests with us today. We have Beth and also Victoria. I'll let Beth go ahead and introduce herself first. Do you want to say what your channel name is, Beth, and maybe how long you've been on YouTube or how many kids you have?
Okay. Hi, I'm Beth. My channel is My Hands and Heart Are Full. I've been doing YouTube for, I think it's about 3 months now. And I have a 9-year-old son, and I have a 2-year-old daughter who is special needs.
Great. Well, thank you for being here with us. And Victoria, do you want to introduce yourself and your channel?
Sure. So my name is Victoria, and my channel is youtube.com/VictoriaPottle. It's Pottle. And I have 2 children. My son is 4.5, and my daughter is 2, and I am almost 6 months pregnant with baby number 3, who is also a girl. And I've been making videos for about 5 months now, but watching for years, since before my son was born.
Okay, great. Congratulations on your pregnancy, and thank you for being here. And tonight we're going to talk about holiday planning, and we asked in the Facebook group for questions. We have a ton of questions that we're going to go through. But first, I wanted to make a couple announcements, and the first one being is that we have a brand new YouTube Mommy Meetup Twitter team. So we have 13 YouTube Mommy Meetup members who are on Twitter, and they are tweeting under the hashtag YTMM. So you can go onto Twitter if you would like to talk with them, interact, ask questions. Sometimes it's easier to be on Twitter because it's just a faster feed. And sometimes the comments or the chat box on YouTube can be a little bit slow and lagging. So they are there on Twitter. Like I said, all you have to do is tweet with hashtag YTMM, and then you will be in the party. So we're going to see how this goes. Like I said, if you have questions in there, then they're going to send those questions to us during the Hangout, so we'll be able to address those and talk about them. And then if you have a channel, make sure that you put that in your tweet if you can, so that we can also call out or give a shout out to your channel. And then second, we wanted to announce tonight that we are planning or in the works of making a YouTube Mommy Meetup conference, our very first one. So we're really excited about it. And it's going to be in 2015. But we're in the stages of planning it, and it's going to be in Chicago. That is the location that we have selected. We did a poll in the group, and that was one of the hot ones. That's where a lot of people said they would be willing to travel, and it's pretty much centralized in the United States, right in the middle there. So we thought that would be a good first location for our first conference. And in doing so, we are selling brand new YouTube Mommy Meetup t-shirts for the very first time, and all the proceeds from the t-shirts will go towards supporting that conference. So you can go to teespring.com/YTMM and you can reserve a t-shirt there. They will not be printed and shipped out until we reach our goal, and it's pretty, I think, a reasonable goal of 50 t-shirts. So you can go there and check out the shirt and be one of the first ones to have a YouTube Mommy Meetup t-shirt. So I got one ordered. I'm excited for it. And then that is the announcements for starting out, so we can go ahead and get right into the good stuff, which is talking about the holidays. I have my little Christmas tree behind me here, so it's, you know, still early, but not, I don't know. Some people would say it's not so early. I don't know. Some people maybe have all their shopping done. But what's the first question we got in Facebook, Diana? Go ahead and read that off, and we'll get into it.
All right, and I just have to say a quick woohoo for Chicago. All right, going on to the questions. Okay, so the first question in the YouTube Mommy Meetup Facebook group is from Chris Country Mama, and she says, any advice when you have a big family and you need to buy gifts for a lot of people? She said, I have 9 brothers and sisters, so I'm sure there's a lot of little kids in there that probably need gifts in addition to her brothers and sisters and that sort of thing too. So what do you do when you have a large family? Does anyone have a large family? I have a small.
I know, I kind of do too, I feel like. But I don't know, how many...
We have a huge family, and a lot of relatives and stuff, but we stopped doing gifts and we do like it's a game we play, and everybody brings one $10 gift, and then we shake a dice and we play a game where everybody takes a present, then you can trade, and that's what we ended up doing for that side of the family.
You shake it, wait, you shake dice?
It's like a game where you play and you shake a dice, and if you get doubles, then you can steal someone else's present,
or you can take it from the pot, which is the presents that are unwrapped. And it turned out to be really fun, and it's just a fun thing.
So everybody shops and buys like a couple gifts, or they have
One
new
present.
gifts?
Everybody
present.
brings one present that's worth $10 or more.
And you put them under the tree, and then you do this game to select the gifts. Okay, all right. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
We do a Pollyanna with my whole family, and we did it with the adults for a while, and then now we just do the kids because we have so many children. So
I don't even know what a Pollyanna is.
You don't? Okay, so Pollyanna is when you pick one name, so you have all these names, and you pretty much can pick names out of a hat. But we use Elfster.com. So Elfster.com, you can load in all of your family members' names and then their email addresses, and Elfster will randomly go through and match everybody up and send an email to everybody and say, this is who you have. And then on Elfster.com, everybody can put in like a wish list of the items that they want, and you can put, set a dollar amount or whatever in there. And so it's kind of cool because that way people can actually interact too and ask questions like, is this what you want, or how about this? And it's, in secret because it's under Elfster. So I think that's a really good website. Yes, we've been doing that now for like 5 years for that website. But
that's a really good idea to use it for family things. We use it for the handbag groups to do.
Oh, you do? Use Elfster for that?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's
Elfster either. Cute.
Yeah. It's a good website. It's really good.
How about you, Victoria? Do you do anything like that with your family for the holidays?
I only have one sister, and we don't do gifts with like cousins or anything like that. But my husband has 3 siblings, and 2 of them have kids. So we actually don't give gifts to each other's nieces and nephews. It was just sort of decided way back that we don't need all of those extra toys. And for them, the 4 of them, they do the name drawing. I've never heard it called a Pollyanna though, but they draw names.
Maybe that's like a Philly thing. I don't know. We always everybody around here calls it Pollyanna. So I don't know. Maybe that's
Amy's game, like we have a Yankee swap, which is kind of similar, but we don't use dice. You just draw numbers and then take gifts that way.
Oh yeah, we use numbers. I think where you pull the number to who goes first.
Yeah.
Or what order you go in?
Yeah, you just pick like the numbers, and then whoever gets number 1 goes first. And
then you can trade, or you can take from the.
Yeah. So there's no dice.
I don't know why I thought of dice. I think we used to do with dice. Yeah. It's all coming back to me from last year.
My husband's family also used to do something where everybody had to. It's called some kind of white elephant. It's called a white elephant. Have you heard of that? Where everybody just finds something in their home and wraps it up and brings it. But I don't know. I always felt like somebody ended up getting like the shaft, and it wasn't like the best because you end up getting some people got really good things.
We used to do that. Yeah. Then they had this big bra, like the biggest bra you could ever have, ever.
Oh, no.
That someone had as a gift, and that just went around every year.
How about you, Beth? Does your family do anything like that?
We used to before we moved. Since we moved down here, we kind of, I guess we got our ticket out of.
Because you're in Florida now, so you moved away from family. Okay.
Yeah. So we still exchange with the little kids, and
So you don't mail? I know some families will ship gifts. Okay.
We mail to the little kids, but the adults have opted out of doing exchanges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it special for the little ones that way. It gives them something to look forward to.
All right, I see that we have some questions from Twitter. How should we handle this, Diana? Should we go Twitter, then Facebook, or should we just go through the Facebook ones first?
Sure. Let me pop over to Twitter real quick, and I'll see.
We got one from Melody on the Twitter team. Do you want me to read that one?
Go ahead.
Okay, so Melody sent us this one, and it's from Mommy Megan on YouTube. And the question was, how do you budget for gifts, and how do you get the best deals? So let's get into budgeting. Oh, my.
That's a big topic.
I know, it's big. I know. I can start. So we have had very small budgets for the kids, and it's easier when you have young kids because I feel like they don't need as much. So we go do like the Just Friends sale, and we go do that, and I like that better because the toys are already put together, and even though a lot of they're secondhand, they're very slightly used, and you can clean them up, and the kids don't notice, and everything's put together. I don't have to open packages, and they come down, and everything's just already out and open, and they love that. So we kind of do that to stay within our small budget. That's helped, but I don't know. How about you, Amy? How do you do that for budgeting?
We don't have a set dollar amount or anything. But we are minimalists, so we don't like a ton of toys, and we just get a few things for the kids, and
Okay.
it works out. I know it's going to change when they get bigger, and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like
I
as they
don't
get
know.
older, yeah.
When they all want iPods and things like
We'll
that.
talk about that in a few years.
Yeah. Who has the oldest child here? My oldest is 7. Who's
I
got
think
older?
Beth does, right, Beth?
Beth, how old is your
How old's your
oldest?
son?
My son is 9. He just
9.
turned 9.
Okay. Is he starting to
Yeah.
want like expensive items?
Yes, it's like the Lego robots and
Oh, Legos are expensive.
yeah, they're like $300 for a robot. Yeah, so it's starting to get pricier. My daughter, she doesn't really know yet, so
Does he want,
she's
like,
the
my
easy
daughter
one.
was saying yesterday or today actually that all of her friends have a tablet, and why doesn't she have a tablet? All of her friends at school have one.
Like their own
Oh,
tablet?
no.
Yeah, she said all of her
We
friends have a
we
tablet.
have one that's a family one, so he's allowed to use that. I won't let him get his own.
Okay. I don't know. I'm thinking there might be a tablet tonight. This year under the tree for somebody. I'm like, I don't know. But Diana, how do you budget for holidays?
Oh, well, we're not minimalist, but we kind of do the same thing that Amy does. I
Well,
mean,
I
we
should
don't
say
really.
we have a tiny house, so we don't have room for stuff. I think it'd be different if I had a playroom like you had.
Yeah, that's
I
the
would have more toys.
I try to stay within my space constraints. I don't really. I try to kind of have a number in mind as far as like what not to go over, just to kind of keep myself reeled in, if that makes sense. Because I love Christmas, and I mean, if it were up to me, there'd be like a present on like every single wing of the house. It'd be insane. So I try to keep myself like limited in that way. But I also get things at like sales throughout the year, and then anything that was like left over from Christmas last year that grandparents got that wasn't age appropriate yet for all the kids, or just didn't get put out for whatever reason. I start stockpiling all that stuff in the basement, so I already have a healthy amount of giftable items going in my basement already. So I guess I'm one of those type of people that I spread it out over a long period of time. So. And then I end up going shopping before Christmas anyway, so then I just have this continual pool of things in my basement to pull from.
How about you, Victoria? Do you have a set amount that you spend?
We don't really have a set amount. We're like a set number of gifts, and I mean, my kids are 4 and 2, so the 2-year-old, she doesn't know at all.
Yeah.
Last Christmas. But we try to keep it even, like the same number of gifts from us and the same number of gifts from like Santa. And one thing that I've been hearing about, and you guys have probably heard this too, is the getting your children something they want, need, something to wear, and something to read. And I thought that was a really cool idea. And because my kids do not need toys. So the idea of going out and just getting a ton of toys that they don't really need. So it'd be nice to sort of get them a book and something to wear. And I mean, my son is just as happy with a toy from the dollar store as he is with a great big. And I love the idea of buying secondhand stuff and having it already signed. That's a good idea.
Yeah, those packages make me nuts at Christmas morning when you have like a toddler standing there like, I want to play with it, and I can't get the package open, and I'm trying to put it together, and it's like really, it's not fun. Yeah, and batteries, yeah. But
and something I've seen that I'm thinking about doing this year too, it's been in my Facebook feed a ton where people have said like getting them memories instead of getting them things. Yeah, and there was like a whole list of different like experiences and things that you could get instead of like gift items. That'd be good for grandparents and things like that if they just have too much too. So I'm thinking
that we tried to encourage that with
memberships and stuff. Yeah.
With last year, because we live by the Mall of America, where they have the rides, and I said get them tickets for like Mall of America rides, but they like to give toys, so
they want to see them open stuff. That's
they
the thing.
Yeah.
They want to see them open stuff.
Museum tickets. We'd love that kind of stuff. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have good intentions of not getting too much, and then for whatever reason, you just keep like you just keep getting more, and you're like, how did we end up with this? Because I feel like I always have the panic attack that they're not going to have enough, like, or this, when you have more than one child, they're going to come down and be like, why is their pile bigger than my pile, or I don't know, like, and I hate that it's like that, but that's what I get worried about, like, as a mom, that they're going to come down and feel sad and on Christmas morning, and not that we have tons of stuff, but I don't know why, I try to be like, I don't get a lot, but then for whatever reason it just keeps, like, the pile gets really, and then I'm like, whoa, we got way too much stuff. How did this happen? Like, I didn't plan to do it that way, but that's how it happens.
That's what happened last year. Is I kept trying to even it out between the two of them, and then I just kept trying to even, and then stuff just kind of got a little out of hand last year. So.
Exactly.
And it would be tricky with an older child, like with little D. If you got her a tablet, say.
Yep.
Then you're spending, if you're going by price, well, then you got your little ones that are going to have way more stuff.
Right, and that's what happens, because they'd have like the huge plastic, and then she'd be like, that's all I got, and then, but that was like 5 times the price of all this stuff.
She's too little to understand.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the other thing that always busts my budget every year, I don't know if you guys do this, but like the service personnel, having to purchase gifts for them, like your mailman. I don't know if you guys do this. Do you give a card to your mailman with like money or a gift card in it? Or your trash people? Do you do that? You don't do it, Amy? Diana, you don't do that? Does anybody here do that?
Not my mail. I made this year for my mail person, but like last year we had just moved here, so I didn't for my mail person. My trash people, I pay them enough as it is.
Oh. Well, what about teachers? You have teacher gifts, right?
Teacher gifts, yes, a ton, and also people like Zumba instructors and people like that in our lives. I'll get all them gifts.
Yeah.
What do you get? I need ideas for teachers.
Someone actually asked us if we want to segue into that question.
Yeah,
Let me see who asked us. She asked about teacher gifts in the Facebook group, and it is a good question because it's.
Or like your hairdresser. Do you give something to your hairdresser if you have one? Like, I mean, the list starts to add up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what about them? And what about them? And then it just gets like,
For the Love of Sorted asked about teacher gifts, classmate gifts. Do you give gifts to your neighbors, the postman?
Right. Oh, my neighbors. We give gifts to our neighbors.
Yeah. So then all those extra gifts that add up, what do you do for those? Yeah. I think that's a really good question. This year I'm planning on making wreaths for everyone. That's what I'm planning on doing.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, to do like something the same for everybody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like teachers. How much is enough, to give, how much?
Last year, former teacher.
Beth, you answer this, Beth. Please answer it.
Please stay away from like the #1 teacher mugs and the. I got so many that it was like
gift cards. Do you like gift cards?
Yeah, I always appreciated a gift card or just something that I could use. Kids typically gave me like Barnes and Noble gift cards. Those were.
And you didn't think that was like impersonal? That was your favorite kind of gift?
That made more sense to me because, and then I always felt guilty that I was getting rid of like the 800 #1 teacher mugs.
Yeah.
You can only have so many. Some kids would give me like potted plants, things like that. Those were always nice.
What about jewelry?
Starbucks gift cards or.
We gave jewelry last year.
I only ever got jewelry once.
Okay.
Yeah, that was nice. It was, as long as it relates to the teacher, I guess. Nothing too personal, I guess.
Okay. Well, gift cards. I like that. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Gift cards. And coffee always works.
And how much would you say?
I had a mom that used for
how much money?
I would say
20?
like 20.
Yeah, okay.
What about Christmas ornaments? Is that a bad gift for a teacher?
Yeah, that's what we
I
did.
would say with the gift card. That would be nice.
Okay, not the teacher, because the teachers of her classroom that she is in all the time, I gave them bigger gifts. But like dance teachers, and Natalie does
I
like a
think
little like
that
one
would
day a
be-
week preschool, so we don't see them very much. For that level of, like the people we saw once a week, I gave Christmas ornaments and I think like a $5 gift card. Is that
Yeah.
not good?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I mean, the regular teachers, like we're talking like her preschool teachers, I gave them bigger gifts, but
Right.
they're all different places. As a dance teacher, when I was a dance teacher, I know I loved getting Christmas ornaments, and then I put it on the tree that was in the dance studio, so that's why I stuck with
Yeah.
that for the dance teachers.
I also ended up getting, the 800 number one teacher ornament.
Right,
So
yeah, I didn't
I
get
have a
any
whole tree of those.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you would acquire a whole tree of those ornaments.
Yes, I can fill an entire 5-foot tree.
Put it in your classroom.
Victoria, do you give gifts to anybody outside of family like that?
For teachers, and Noah's only in a two afternoon a week preschool, so we actually made ornaments, and it might have been one of Amy's. I don't know. I did Amy's posters for a bunch of people last year. Or did you do the cinnamon stick stars?
Yeah. Mhm.
We did those.
Oh, those are so cute and fun.
I know my parents are both retired teachers, and my mom always really liked the ornaments they're like that, and she would put them on the tree and say, "I remember the student that gave me this."
Yeah.
That's what we've done so far, but I like knowing that gift cards are good, because you don't want to feel like you're just being lazy by not getting anything too personal, but I know I like getting gift cards.
The hardest part with gift cards is how much. Like, I don't know. It's hard.
I see a lot of comments. Amy, did you have any that you want to highlight to say hi to everybody in the comments?
Yeah, well, Christina Subfertile Frugalistica, she was very excited about this, being in Chicago.
Yeah, it's driving distance.
I know, I can't find it.
Yay.
Oh, you can't find it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I found it. She said, "Whoop, Chicago, can't wait."
And it's mommy's in Chicago,
it's just
too.
my life. She said Chicago in 2015. Can't wait. Well, that's how many of us now? 4? For sure?
Yes.
Let's keep a tally. How many?
That's 4 for sure.
I'm pretty sure low maintenance mommy is, I think, in Chicago, too, so that's 5.
Okay. Oh, it looks like Christina also liked the comment about, how come they're not highlighting? It's not highlighting. Oh, here we go. And my screen is backwards. So can somebody read that? Because I have my screen backwards.
She said, "Oh, I'm loving the consignment suggestion, of course. It's a great way to stock up, save tons of money, and give items a whole new life at a fraction of the cost."
That's right. Thank you, Christina.
What is this? Jen's little place, she said, "We call that Dirty Santa, LOL."
I don't know. I don't think I want to know. Maybe that's the gifts that the white elephant that I was talking about. Maybe that's what she means. Is that what you mean?
That's
Tell
funny.
us in the comments.
That's a funny name for it.
Dirty Santa. I hope that's what it is. And let's see. All right. Okay. Next, are we doing Facebook question next? I think you want to, or did we already do that one, or are we on Twitter next?
Well, yeah, we popped to a Facebook one, so you want to grab a Twitter one next, and I'll pull the next Facebook.
I don't know if I can get to it fast enough.
Okay, hold on. I'll get it. Let's see. All right, so the next question from Twitter is from Leah Raising Bushes. Danielle from the Twitter team sent this one over to us. And Leah asked, has anyone else started their Christmas planning? How early do you start planning?
Good one. And I don't plan early. I'd say about now is when I maybe start thinking about it. But I don't do I would love it if I did the Christmas shopping in July kind of deal, did that and got all ready. But I have a huge issue, which I do want to talk about this, about where to do the hiding in my house. Which secret spots do you use? But we'll talk about that after we finish this question. But I don't know. How about you, Victoria? How would you answer that?
I don't start super. Was that the question? Was starting early?
Yeah. But when do you start planning? I'm sorry.
Now, I don't know if you guys have Sears in the States.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have the wish book that comes in the mail, and it comes I think it was August when it came. So when that comes, I usually flip through it and fold some pages down. And like throughout the year, I have a running list on my phone of gift ideas. Like if something just comes up, but I don't really ever start shopping before now. I just think it's, I don't know, part of the hustle and bustle and the rush of the season is getting out and doing all your shopping. I don't know. I don't think it would feel the same to be shopping in the summer for Christmas presents.
I totally agree, and that's why I love shopping on Black Friday, even though people think I'm crazy. I'm like, it's so fun, all the lights, and you go to Starbucks and you get the holiday drink. I don't know. I just wouldn't miss it, but some people think that that's insanity. But I don't know. How about you, Beth? How soon do you start planning?
About this time, I guess I start planning more of the things that we're going to do. We go to the Disney for the Merry Christmas party. So we get our tickets for that, and we start.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah. So yeah, I make like the dinner reservations because we always go out for Christmas Eve. And then I don't start buying gifts till probably Black Friday.
Okay. Great. How about you,
Yeah,
Amy?
I don't know where to hide things.
I know. We'll talk about that next.
Yeah, same with the rest of you. I just starting to think about it.
And Diana, you do it all year round, right?
Well, I mean, I grab things as I see them all year round, but this is my problem, is I love, like you said, that feeling of shopping when it's the mid-season and everything's just lit and beautiful. So I do the bulk of my shopping during Christmas season, then walk down to my basement and go, oh. So, yeah.
All right, well, where do you hide everything? I really want to know. Tell me, because I'm having trouble. In the basement? You don't have humidity or anything down there, right? Or water? I guess you have a finished basement? Yeah.
It's partially finished, but
okay.
I stick it where the decorations are.
Do you have to hide it, like put a blanket over it? Or worry about them snooping? Is there a door you can shut behind, like in your basement? Or you guys don't go down there?
The kids never go down there. It's never accessible to them. We have a door that goes to the basement, and then we have a child lock on it because we don't want them going down there. We got like sump pump and all the, furnaces stuff and all that kind of stuff down there. So they've never even been down there since we've lived here. So it's a good hiding spot for me.
That is good. My hiding spot got busted last year, so
oh, no.
It's up here on the 3rd floor, and I always hid stuff up here. It was never a problem. And then last year, I was sitting up here working, because this was also where I used to work from home, and little D came upstairs to talk to me, and she's like, "What's that?" And it was a Dora the Explorer dollhouse. It was the main gift that I was giving to her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that was just a surprise for later." And then I just had to give it to her because she saw it. I was like, "Oh."
No.
So I don't know where to hide, like as they get older. Beth, where do you hide now that your son is, or you don't have to worry about hiding now that he's 9? Are you at that point?
Not yet. He's not quite there yet. We have in our bedroom, there's access to a closet under the stairs, so he doesn't go in our bedroom. So.
Okay. You have like a Harry Potter room that you hide stuff? I wish I had one of those.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I just wish I had a Harry Potter room.
I know, seriously. Where do you hide, Amy?
It's hard because we have this small house with almost no storage. So in my closet, way up high, I save Andy's shoe boxes. So like throughout the year, and he has like a size. What is that noise? Oh, I thought that was me.
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
You must have big feet. You got big shoe boxes going on there.
Yeah,
you can hide everything in there.
14 shoes. So then I put all the stocking stuffers in there, and then I put them way high, and then I have a huge garbage bag that I put everything in it way up high.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
But I can't reach it because I can't even get it. So Andy has to be in charge of it.
Yeah. So. We have small closets because our house is 100 years old, so I can't do that. It stinks. But how about you, Victoria? Where do you hide?
We use a closet too so far, and if there's anything really big, we'll keep it at my parents in their basement because they have a basement that the kids never go in. So I've kept stuff there before, and the rest of it I would just keep in our closet. And we have like the clothes hang far down, and they at this point have not looked in there, so that works for now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to have to do the off-site kind of action where I take it to my mom's house and leave it there. That's probably what I'll have to do.
It's
Until they're
good.
scrounging around grandma's house.
You have to go get it, and you're trying to worry about bringing it into the house, and so it can be a pain. But
Yeah, that's
once
true.
once it's wrapped, it can go under the tree. So
I just don't want them to find it. That's all. Because then I
yeah,
have to go shopping all over again. It's like not
Yeah.
a good deal. Amy, is anybody saying in the comments where they hide their gifts? Mine aren't refreshing.
It's delayed.
Okay. Yep.
It's kind of they're talking of when they're starting there.
Oh, I see a comment from Simple Living Mom. She says she started hiding all of our gifts at Grandma's house because her
Okay.
kids started finding them. So hide them at someone else's house.
I guess that's what you do as the kids get older. You have to
Yeah.
take them off site.
Oh,
All
here,
right.
Leah had a good point.
Okay.
I didn't finish reading the whole thing yet, but she said I have a hard time shopping now because I am never without the kids, and that's
Yeah,
So
that's
Leah
hard.
also never forgets things. Yeah, it is.
That's
What do
why I
you
like
do?
Cyber Monday. That's the Monday after Black Friday, and a couple years I bought everything that day because you get really good deals, and I love internet shopping because I'm an internet freak. Obviously, I'm doing a hangout with people, but I do it like early in the morning, 5 a.m. You get on the internet on Cyber Monday, and then you can just like get all these deals and order everything. But then the problem I have is things kept coming to the house, and I had to tell the kids. Little D was like, "What's that? What's that?" I was like, "Oh, that's something for work. Oh, that's something for mommy's work." So everything was coming to the house like for mommy's work. Like I was getting all this
For like
stuff.
weeks on end, Dana's
Right.
getting all these packages from Amazon.
Yeah, but I ordered like the kids' pajamas because like every year I get them a new pair of pajamas that are from the elves, and we leave them on the end of their bed on Christmas Eve. So I did like all that kind of stuff.
That's really
Is
cute.
there a
I want to
certain
start
site?
doing that this year.
Yeah.
Or
What?
do you is there multiple sites?
No, you know how you get the catalogs. They have sales. If you have, I
Just
mean, I think
online
like
sales.
Land's End. I bought like all of our stockings from them on Cyber
Oh,
Monday
okay.
because they were like 50% off. So you just go to the websites and they'll be advertising it like crazy for Cyber Monday sales.
Yeah.
Usually it's
Not an
early in the
online
morning.
shopper. I wish I was an online shopper, but
Everyone had deals last year. Like I think like FisherPrice.com did Cyber Monday and Sephora, and I can't
now, are
remember
they
where all we
just as good as Black Friday deals?
I think
Cyber
so.
Monday.
Yeah, better
Are
the
they
ones
better?
I found.
Yeah,
I
they can be
waited
better.
and I got better deals. I think the one place I got a better deal was FisherPrice.com, and I can't remember the numbers and all that, but I think I remember
Save
thinking,
your Black
"Ooh, I'm glad I
Friday
waited."
receipts.
Oh, I have to highlight this from thanks, Christina, for sending this over. She said that Lisa, Party of Five on Twitter, said that the best gift hiding spot ever is your empty artificial tree box.
Oh, that's
Oh,
genius.
you can't shop until you put your tree up.
Good one. We like that one.
I like that though. As your kids get older, because they're never gonna look there.
That's right. Thanks, Lisa.
Great idea. There is a good question in the YouTube Mommy Meetup Facebook group that it talks about your YouTube channel and how you handle that during the holidays. Do you want to get into that, Dana, or do you want to make that a different?
No, we can talk about that now. Yeah, who
Okay.
sent it in? What's their channel?
All right. Kendra at JHouse Vlogs asked, how do you juggle your YouTube channel responsibilities around the holidays? She said, this will be our first holiday season having a channel, and I'm wondering, how do you balance it? Do you take time off? Do you plan ahead? Do the bare minimum? How do you handle the channel, and how do you handle all the social media networking that you do as a YouTuber during the holiday season? I thought that was a really good question. So.
You want to answer it first then, Diana? Do you have something to say about that? Since you do dailies a lot of times you're doing dailies throughout the month. And I think, don't you do that in December? You do
I do
Vlogmas?
Vlogmas in December, so it's a busy month. It's a very busy month. The nice thing about doing Vlogmas or vlogging a lot in December is you have a lot of content because there's so much going on. But the turning around and all that sort of thing, it does get very hectic. The thing that has worked for me for vlog months that I've started doing for all vlog months, not just December, as I started scheduling videos out, and I give myself a 2 to 3 day lead time to get things edited and uploaded, and that helps tremendously. It helps a ton. So I would definitely suggest looking into possibly just scheduling some videos and having a couple tucked away in your back pocket, for the holiday season that you can upload whenever you want to, tags or anything like that.
Yeah, scheduling is like your a YouTuber's best friend is scheduling, really.
It really
So,
is.
I mean, what did YouTubers do before there was scheduling? I don't know, but yeah, you just definitely
I
need
don't
that to
know.
survive because then you can just stockpile things. Like I do that, like on the weekend, I film 5 videos in a row on a Saturday, and then I can, edit them at night or on Sunday, and then I can just schedule them out for the week. And same thing for holidays. And I might cut back a little bit, maybe not so many that week because I don't know how many are, watching. I don't know about views during that week of, the holidays, but I might do less that week, but scheduling, yeah, is what I would do.
Yeah. So that'd
Any-
definitely be my suggestion.
Amy, do you have anything to add to that or no? Beth, Victoria, do you think you'll be uploading on the
I don't
holiday
know.
week?
I'm thinking about doing. I haven't done a vlog month yet, and I thought that December would be a good one because, like Diana said, there's so much going on, and we do a lot, like cutting down our tree and going to the parade and things at church, and we do a lot. But then there's do you have time to get it all edited and put up? And then I had that question too. Do you guys who have vlogged over holidays before, do you find that your viewers go up or down or stay the same? Like maybe people are home and have more time to watch, but then they're busy with family stuff. So I don't know.
People like watching holiday videos.
Yeah, and I also don't want to be uploading like Christmas stuff too late too, because if you get if you get too busy or too far behind, you don't want to upload your Christmas morning video in January.
Right. Yeah. It really needs to be timed too. Yeah. Because that's the thing is people are more interested in it right like around that time that it's happening. So if you did like Christmas morning 2014 and it was like the end of January, people are going to be like, oh, what's this? Yeah.
Although people do
that. Know what
that.
Dirty Santa is?
Yeah, what's Dirty Santa?
Okay,
Oh,
Jackie.
no,
Is it clean? Make sure it's clean.
Okay, so Jackie JSS. Oh, I can't. JS Smith 4273. That's a tongue twister. Dirty Santa is when you pick a dirty or very nice gift, and everyone who's playing draws a number, and you start with number 1, and they can pick a gift, and then number 2 can either choose to. So it's just they can choose to take that gift or a new one from the pile. But the only difference is that it's either dirty or nice.
Throwing in a little spice in that one.
Yeah. Yeah. That would get people stealing and going.
Yeah. That's a good adult party one. Very good.
Yeah. I'll let my mom's group know about that.
Right. We'll play that at the conference. Okay, we moving on to Twitter now with our next one. I think is a Twitter question, right? Do you have it up, or do you want me to do it?
Let me grab it over here. All right. So,
I have one. Do you have it from Crystal? I have that P.O. Box one. You want to ask that?
Sure. Yeah, I see it. Crystal from the Twitter team has the question from We All Wear Pantyhose. That's her YouTube channel. And she asked, how do you feel about having a P.O. Box during the holidays?
I'm thinking maybe she means for people to send you gifts as a YouTuber, maybe, since
or
those
card
of us,
exchange. I think
right.
Yeah.
Because many of us have P.O. boxes, and I have mine year-round, not just holidays. But so I'm thinking maybe the question is about that, doing a card exchange or gifts from your viewers, which I've never done either one. So Diana, you've done a card exchange, right? I think you.
Yes, and I love card exchanges. I actually do a couple different ones, like in the handbake community and that sort of thing. So I wanted to do one like on my channel just because I thought it would be fun for anyone that wanted to do it, and I think it's a great way to interact with your viewers. Some of the people that have been like longtime viewers of mine, like literally started watching me over on Bakes for Bubbles and came over to be mommy. It's just kind of neat to like see a card from them in the mail and be able to send one back to them. So, yeah, I think it's fun. If you don't have one and you're thinking about opening it up, the holidays is a great time. I think holidays 2012 is when I opened my first P.O. box. So.
How many people do you typically exchange with as far as online goes?
Just for YouTube or for all of them?
For YouTube.
I think, it was a pretty manageable number. I think last year I ordered like 150 cards or something like that. It was in that range, so it wasn't unmanageable at all.
Okay, I definitely would say get that P.O. box though if you're going to do a YouTube card exchange, or if you're, I definitely think that's a good idea. I think it's risky to send your personal address out.
I did card exchanges way back when our community was really small, and I wish I wouldn't have now, thinking about, because everybody has my address. Those people have my address, and I don't know. It's different now. You definitely want a P.O. box.
Yes. Don't do one without it. Don't do.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Don't.
Oh, yeah. I was just talking to the community at large. But, yeah, like everyone, like, don't give out your address. Yeah.
Yes.
Good advice. Good advice.
Have you guys ever done one of those, Victoria? Have you done any of those kind of exchanges?
I do one with like a Facebook, like a mom group that I'm on through Facebook, but not through YouTube yet. Maybe someday.
All right, good. All right, is there another question on Facebook that we want to bring up?
Sure. Let me get to it super quickly here.
Maybe do one more.
Did we talk about how, when do you put your tree up? Did we?
No, we didn't talk about that.
Starting to lose track of what about. Angela's Happy Family asks, when do you put up your Christmas tree and how long do you leave it up?
Good question.
And she also asked, do you have an angel or a star on top of your tree? So, when do you put it up and how do you decorate it, I guess?
We have a star on top of our tree, and we put it up usually, I don't know. I'd like to say right around after Thanksgiving, but usually it ends up being like middle of December, and we're actually kind of late, I feel like. But we do get a real tree. We actually go to the farm and do the whole like some years we've gone and done like chop down the tree kind of deal. But now what we started doing is we go to the farm, the Christmas tree farm, and we get the apple cider and we look at the draft horses and we walk around the tree farm, and then we get back in the car and we drive home and we stop and I run over to a side of the road tree stand and buy the tree and strap it on top of the car.
I remember you doing that last year. That's
because
awesome.
The tree farms are so expensive, and I was like, this is ridiculous. We'll just go have the experience. And I'll just buy the cheap tree on the side of the road. Because the kids don't know. They just are like half asleep in the car on the way home.
Like the best memory ever for them.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Growing up, though, they're going to look back and think that's awesome.
Or they'll think I was crazy. I don't know which. Cheap mom. But anyway, that's what we do. And then usually it stays up. But last year I took it down right away after Christmas. I think it was like I was so Scroogey because when you have toddlers, they're like cats, like jumping on the tree. That's literally what they do. And like all of the ornaments from the bottom to the halfway point were gone. They were off the tree. And so after Christmas, the tree was leaning like this and only had ornaments on half of it. And I said, this is done. So right after Christmas, I dragged that sucker out to the curb. So I was like, we are finished with this tree because it was just like they were always attacking it. And it was making me insane, but all right.
I was a Scrooge last year too.
You did that? You took it down?
Within 15 minutes of having it up, Andy and I were downstairs looking for something. Boom! They pulled the whole tree down, and I was so upset. They ruined like ornaments that that were special to me. Oh, I was
right. And this year especially, like that's what they do. Like I'm anticipating putting it up and them just being like wild animals, just like leaping at the tree. That's pretty much what I envision is going to happen again.
I was thinking about making ornaments. Then you don't have to worry. It's something that you can just get rid of. And
Yep. How about you, Diana? Do you keep yours up long term, or what do you do with your tree?
Last year, I think I put it up on December 1st, and this year I will be putting it up earlier. I honestly regretted not putting it up sooner, so this year I'll probably put it up right around Thanksgiving. And I do the back tree first, and then I put up the second tree. And then I leave them, I can't remember, I left them up through January, I think, because I love looking at them. So I'll leave them up through New Year's, and then probably that first week of January I'll start taking everything down and putting everything away. And also one thing I did is I don't use like a lot of my ornaments that I've had for a long time. I bought like those glass ball looking things, but they're plastic. I got them at Target, and I do one tree in like red and white and silver and gingerbread themed, and then the other one's I think like well, it doesn't matter what color, but anyhow, they're two different color themes, and they're all like plastic balls, and then I just like bought cheaper ornaments to put on them. And I don't use like any of my like ornaments that I got like as a kid and that sort of thing. So
that's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Because otherwise because I had a whole bunch of glass balls from before I had kids, and I was like, there's no way I can put these on the tree. Not with Natalie. I mean, she's like taking them off and like smashing them against the
Right.
wall.
Yeah.
I've been lucky, knock on wood, so far. Like they just like look at it and they're fine with it. But this will probably be the year that I have trees pulled over too. Who knows? So
And do you have a star or an angel on
stars
top?
on both. Yeah.
And you have
stars on both.
artificial trees, and so does Amy, right? We talked
Yep.
about this last year, I think. How about Beth? Do you have a real tree or artificial tree?
Well,
Or no
since
tree?
living in Florida, we discovered that you can't cut a tree down here.
Okay.
They're awful. So we're going to do artificial this year. We usually put it up the Friday after Thanksgiving, and it stays up through
Us
the...
too.
Do you have a star or an angel on top?
Neither. We have a, it's like an old-fashioned looking Santa on top.
Oh, that's neat.
So, yeah.
How
we
about
like
you,
it.
Victoria? What do you have?
We have a real tree, and we cut it down. We go to the farm and do the cut. We do cut it down,
You
but
do? Yeah, you go to the farm. Somebody else gets a real tree.
they're like $25, I think. So it's not. And my husband grew up just outside of the city, and he is like, we will never. I love fake trees because they're easy and they're clean, and it's hard to decorate a real tree because the branches are flimsy, so you get those big ornaments, and they're all up top because the big branches are up top. But he's like, no way, not gonna happen ever. So we do cut down our own tree. So it's like into December, probably mid-December that we do, so that it can last through to after Christmas. And I think last year we took it down maybe like New Year's Day because Matthew was home. And I hate the like de-decorating process. So usually when it's time to come down, I'm like, let's just do it and get it over with.
Yeah.
And we have a star, but that's another issue between Matthew and I. He wants an angel, and we have a star. Actually, when I was telling him we were doing this, he's like, tell them we have an angel on the tree. He's like,
Oh my gosh, how
Really?
funny.
He's got a lot of like set things that he likes to do at Christmas, buddy.
Pretty serious about that angel then.
I know.
Does he have a particular angel that he wants?
No,
Just an angel.
I think they must have just had one growing up, had an angel.
We did too. We had one growing up, and it broke, and I cannot find another angel. It was a porcelain, really pretty angel, and I cannot find anything like it.
We're pretty good. The kids so far haven't really paid that much attention. The year we moved into this house, we moved in on December 20th, I think. We had our tree. We cut it down. We left it in the backyard of the house. We set it up, and I think it fell down like maybe twice, and we realized that Matthew forgot to put like a piece in the stand, and it was like this Christmas where boxes everywhere, and we're like, we have to have a tree, and the tree's falling down. And, it was just awful.
Oh.
Just
I always feel like the Griswolds from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I always feel like that family at Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, we quote that movie like all year, really.
Well, when you live in Canada, I would think you would have to get a real tree, right? $25 is a really good price because it's like $65, $70 for a tree at a farm here, and I live in Pennsylvania, and they're really expensive, I think.
That's weird. You think like if you go do all the work that it would be cheap.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but they charge you more to cut it down, but you think it should be less because you're the one out there with the saw.
No.
I don't know. All right, well, we kind of are coming up on time, so I think that'll be the last question. Is there any comments that you want to highlight, Amy, before we go? Mine's just not refreshing, so.
Mine's not refreshing
Okay,
either.
all right. I don't see any more, really. I see something from Jendi. Let's see what she said here. She said, my in-laws are in the habit of tying the tree to metal eye loops they screw into the walls. So they wrap the string around the trunk and then out to the walls. Oh my goodness. They do not want the cats to knock the tree over anymore. This is Jendi from Jendi's Journal. Wow, that's a good idea to do that. I don't know if I got to get some eye loops. I'm going to try that this year. Maybe it'll keep my tree from falling over. But good. All right. Okay. So thank you to everybody on Twitter especially, and to the Twitter team for doing that for us tonight. And I can't wait to go back into Twitter after this hangout and read through all of the tweets under our hashtag. So thank you to everyone who did that, and also to everybody here in the comments for being here, watching us, and interacting. It just makes it so much fun, so much more fun. And so I want to give everybody a chance here to plug their channel one last time and tell us where everybody can go to find you. So we'll start with you, Victoria. Where can people go if they want to locate you?
My channel is youtube.com/Victoria Pottle, Pottle, and I know when I hear you guys talk about picking your name, you're talking to me. But I did it a long time ago, so I didn't know what I was doing.
Are you under Victoria Pottle then on Facebook and Twitter if people want to go there too to find you?
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Beth? Where can people go to find you?
My channel is My Hands and Heart Are Full, and I'm under Beth Bob on Facebook.
Okay, cool. Diana?
On YouTube, you can find me on youtube.com/beanmommywithstyle, and most likely I'm on Facebook under the Bean Mommy space with Style account. Friend account, I don't know.
Do you have your champagne sitting there, Diana?
No, I don't. It's tea, I promise.
I'm just joking. All right, go ahead, Amy. Where can people go to find you?
On YouTube, I'm Dreamflight6000, and I'm Dreamflight6000 on Instagram, Pinterest, and I think that's it. Oh, on Twitter.
And everyone remember it's a 6, Dreamflight 6000.
Right.
And I am Dana from the Diaper Dirt channel. I am Miss Diaper D. You can also find me at the Diaper Dirt podcast on iTunes and Stitcher. And also I have a brand new channel that I'm so excited to launch in about a week now, and that is the Daily Cheat channel. If you go to youtube.com/dailycheat, it's a whole new concept. It's a collab channel, and I'm really excited. The channel trailer just went out today, so you can go there and check it out. It's for people who love to watch daily vloggers. And also, if you are watching or listening, I should say, to the YouTube Mommy Meetup podcast, then we would appreciate it if you could go to iTunes and leave us a review. It helps others to find us and helps to encourage us to continue posting this as a podcast. So we will be here in 2 weeks. We are here bi-weekly on this channel, and you can go and find us on the Facebook group, YouTube Mommy Meetup, and that's where you enter your channel if you would like to join us here live in a future hangout. So again, thank you to everybody for being here, and thank you so much, Beth and Victoria, for being here with us. It was fun to talk about the holidays, so I'm kind of getting excited now about that. And all right, we'll talk to you guys in the next hangout. Bye.